Decisions about debt can be very daunting. Yes, they can actually sink a nonprofit in a very short period of time. So today, let's take a look at the debt to net asset ratio, which is a very important metric to consider when you want to evaluate the strength of your financial position. Hi, I'm Teresa Clark, and I'm a CPA with over 25 years of experience serving 501c3 nonprofits. My passion is to help nonprofit organizations answer the money questions so that they can achieve financial strength to accomplish their mission. That's what I care most about, helping you get those things done that you're called and created to do. So you can kind of think of me as like a strategic partner to help you master the money. For more information, you can visit me and see my website at teresaclark.com. So the debt to net asset ratio is a ratio that measures the amount of debt that an organization has in relationship to its total net assets. So the calculation is debt divided by total net assets, and we want that ratio to be less than 30%. So the ratio gives a good indication of the organization's capacity to do many things, to operate, to be sustained, based on the current level of debt that they hold. It's also a helpful ratio to do when you want to pro forma situations of borrowing and what that will make your financial picture look like. If you have a higher than 30% ratio, it's really saying that your organization's taken on too much debt and is at a higher risk. And in situations of an economic downturn or a situation where your revenue is being reduced, that debt can end up devouring your mission. And so you really want to be careful that this doesn't get out of whack. That will cause you to then really compromise your ability to operate because of the amount of debt that you're carrying. Now, a lower ratio, so something less than 30%, really is, saying that your organization has financial stability, and that the really low ratios would tell you, like in the 0 or 10%, would tell you even have capacity to expand your mission. So if there's a facility expansion that you're considering and you are currently operating with a debt to net asset ratio of 5%, well, if there's some capacity there. So the situation in a nonprofit's debt to net asset ratio is going to vary very significantly throughout nonprofits. So we have a benchmark of 30% or less. And in situations where you take on capital campaigns or expansions, you're going to see your ratio get up to that top of 30. We really, really, really don't recommend going over 30, but there may be a situation where for a short period of time you would. So pro forma the impact of your borrowing and evaluate those options for your nonprofit before you get into a stressful debt situation that can interrupt your mission. Well, I hope this has been helpful to you. This month, I am delivering a bunch of ratios. So if you don't want to miss one, go to my website, teresaclark.com, and subscribe to the weekly email tips. Then I'll deliver them to your inbox, and that'll ensure that you don't miss one and that you have it to go back and refer to. And by all means, if you're stuck and you're making a strategic decision about borrowing and you'd like to just spend some time talking through that with someone with my level of experience, I'm honored and happy to do that. You can also jump on my website and book a consult, a strategic consult with me there, and I'd love to help you look at your ratios and your financial picture to see what a debt borrowing decision could look like.